Welcome everyone to our Stress Less, Laugh More class. Today I'm Chamundai, the laughter lawyer, and I was saying a minute ago that as well as being a former lawyer who's now engaging in laughter and well-being workshops in companies and organizations, as well as all of that, I'm also an intuitive and I channel guided messages and I'm a healer. And so this morning I was tuning into the energy of our class today, as I do before class, and I was asking my guide for this particular program that I'm running today, what was the most important message? And the answer was to be grounded, to be joyful, to bring more joy in, to be grounded, to bring in more joy. And I thought, ooh, that's really good because my human brain might not have thought of that. So there you go. That's what we're doing today. So we will be doing some laughing exercises. We'll be doing some extra grounding exercises, seeing as that is the message for today. And then at the end, we'll do some relaxation and meditation. And if you're new to the class, and even if you're not new to the class, do what's comfortable for your body. So remember, we will be moving around. We'll be doing some breathing. We'll be doing some movement. We'll be doing some laughing and do what's comfortable. Sometimes it's good to move around your space. So I might invite you to move around a little bit or to stand up. So just check your space, make sure that there's enough room around you that you can do that. And if you're not and you need to stay seated, that's totally fine as well. But one of the things that really helps us to laugh is a combination of breathing, sound, and movement. So we breathe, and as we breathe out, we make sound, ha, 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 ha. And moving the body is very good as well. If you've ever tried to laugh while you're very stiff, ha, 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 ha. The only time I can't laugh, because I'm a pretty good laugher, is if I try to go really stiff. So movement is important. And so that is a good thing to keep in mind. And I've put, if anyone's new, I will put the links in at the end, but I do have a YouTube channel where the recording of this will be posted and you can watch it again later. All right, so let's do a little bit of breathing, just breathing in with me. If you're comfortable to stretch up your arms, and as you breathe out, ha. So breath, sound, and movement, they are the keys to your ability to laugh, which gives you the stress relief and the endorphins, the serotonin and the dopamine that makes you feel good and brings down the stress levels in your body, helps your body to heal and feel better. And let's breathe in and breathing out. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, just let yourself keep laughing if it comes easily. Ha 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 ha. That's why we're here. We want to stress less and laugh more. A little bit of shaking in the body. Ha 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 ha. One more breath in. And breathing out. Ha. Good. I always like to start the class with a little exercise to help you to notice whether the laughing exercises that we're doing here are of any benefit or not, whether they change your mood or change how you feel. And you will be the judge of that. It's your private information for you to notice what's happening during the class. So I invite you now, if you're comfortable, to close your eyes for a moment and start to be aware of the body, just noticing your body and how you're feeling. Just take a little moment to tune in. You might notice anything in the physical body that might be calling your attention. And letting it relax. And then this is just a general check-in, whatever first pops into your mind. You're going to ask yourself on a scale from 0 to 10, how are you feeling today? So if 0 is you're not feeling very great, could be anything going on that makes you not feel good, then that might be a 0. and 10 is you're feeling the best, most joyful, happiest, and most uplifted ever. And we are allowed to go beyond 10 in this class, and often people do, but that's up to you. And it doesn't matter where you are or where you get to at the end of the class. This is just to notice. So just check in where you are. Ask yourself for a number that represents how you're feeling, and I will do that as well. Usually it just pops into your mind out of nowhere. So trust that, trust your body to give you that information and make a note of it. And then when we check in again as we go through class, you'll note whether that number has changed and whether that number has gone up and whether it's gone down or stayed the same. Wherever it's gone, you'll be the judge of that. So let's do a little bit more breathing and movement now. And as I said, just take care of your body and your space. So we're going to do another breath in. As I said, breathing, not breathing, laughing is breath, sound, and movement. Breathe in and breathing out. Ha 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 ha. Feel free to laugh it out with me. Breathe in and just ha 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 ha. If you find the laughing seems a bit strange or a bit tricky, just imagine it, just fake it, just make the sounds and see what happens as class goes on. So another breath in and ha 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 ha. Let the feet, if you're sitting down, let the feet go up and down a little bit. It's giving a bit of energy into the earth. As I said before, the messages from my guides today on this class was to be grounded to bring in more joy. So we will do some grounding as we go through as well. And you can imagine now as you breathe in and as you breathe out, imagine the breath going down into the earth. Now we want to do a little bit of shaking because first of all, we warm the body up for laughing. And just giving a nice little shake. Ha 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 ha. And it's good if you can stand up in your space and you can move around, then do some shaking through the whole body, shake down through the legs, right down into the earth. If you're not able to move around, just imagine your whole body shaking. Shaking's very good for releasing energy. Ha 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 ha. So as you're shaking, making the sounds of ha 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 ha. Very good. Another breath in. And breathing out. Ha 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 ha. Good. We're going to do a slightly different breathing in. This is like the strong man breathing or strong woman or strong person breathing. We're going to breathe in as if you're tensing your muscles here, making nice and strength, and then you're going to let go and you're going to it's like chair laughter, just like chair yoga, right? You can do this sitting down, holding, 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 and then letting go. The more you practice laughing without any reason, without any joke, humor, or comedy, then the more easily your body will respond to your request to laugh. So you're asking your body to laugh because it's very good for you. It brings endorphins, dopamine, and your body at first might be kind of going, laugh? What? I don't want to laugh. And then you might go, well, I want you to, just pretend. Otherwise, it will get used to it over time. So the more you practice this, the more classes go to YouTube. On my YouTube channel, I put it in the chat and go through the classes there or the other things that I've got posted there. The more you practice, the more your body will naturally start to laugh. So one more breath in. And breathing out. A little bit more shaking. And then we want to bring a little bit of movement as well. So one more of these breaths in. Holding, 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 and then laugh it out. Then we're going to put the hands up here. Again, do whatever's just comfortable for you. If anything's not comfortable, just adjust the movement. Do that. And we're going to do, ha, the arms are going to go out to the side this time as we laugh. Yeah. Breathing in and breathing in again. And they're going to go over the back here, kind of like that. If you can see, and then they're going to go up. Breathing in. A little bit more shaking. Well done, everybody. One more breath in and breathing out. Good. We're going to do a little check-in again because a couple of people have just joined, and you can see how your check-in is going. If you're new, you can check in for the first time. So gently closing your eyes, being aware of your breathing and your body, and asking yourself, how am I feeling? On a scale between 0 and 10, where 0 is I'm not feeling great, 10 is I'm feeling amazing. Let the number pop up from your intuition, from your heart, and see whether that number has changed. If it's your first time of checking in, then just note that number, and as you go through the class, you'll see whether it changed at all. And while we're here, seeing as we have our eyes closed, and our message today was to be grounded, to bring in more joy, then putting your roots down into the ground. So imagine that you're like a tree and you can connect in with the earth through the energy, the breath, in the same way that a tree is very stable in the wind because it's got very deep roots going down into the earth. You can, through different practices, also connect in with the earth. So imagine you're going down into the earth. Do a little bit more of that at the end. Right. Now we are going to do a little bit more breathing in again and breathing out. Well done. We are still warming up. And one of the ways we warm up is also through a clapping practice. This helps to get the laughing activated in the body. So clapping, ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. It's a rhythm of 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. If you're able to walk around your space, you're welcome to get up and walk around while you're doing the clapping. I'll do a little demo of that as well. So start off, first of all, ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. You can walk around your space if you've room to do that. Ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. 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 Good work, everyone. One more breath in. And breathing out. Ha. Good. A little bit more shaking, a little bit more stamping while you're making the laughing sounds. Ha, 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 ha. We're going to bring in some different laughing sounds with another little exercise here. We're going to hold our throat. As you hold your throat gently, gently holding your throat, not gently. You're going to go hee 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 like that. So get used to that. Put your hand on your throat and go hee 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 hee. Hand on the chest area, on the heart there, and go ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. On the belly, the stomach, imagine you're Santa. And what does Santa say? I know it's not Christmas yet, but ho 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 ho. Now you're going to move your hand around, and each time you touch a different space, you'll make the sound that belongs there. So when you touch your throat, it'll be ha ha ha. When you touch your chest, you'll say, sorry, hee hee. The throat is hee hee hee. The chest is ha ha ha, and the belly is ho ho ho. And then I'll just demonstrate. If I was going to go between them, I might be going ho ho ho, ha ha ha, hee hee hee, ha ha ha, ho ho ho, hee hee, ha ha ha, hee, ha ha ha, hee, ho ho ho. And then do it fast and get very confused and just start laughing. Okay, let's go. Hee ha ho ha hee ha ho ha ho ha hee ha ho ha hee ha ho ha hee hee ha ha hee ha ha hee ha ho ha ha ho ha. Join them all together now. Big breath in. And as you breathe out, ha ha ha. A little bit more shaking. Ha ha ha. Well done, everybody. You're doing so well. Now we're going to do a little exercise now that comes from playful, childlike activities. It's a little bit like playing a game. Imagine you're playing with children. Children tend to laugh quite easily because there's no socialization to tell them that they shouldn't until they get to a certain age when they get told to be quiet. And then usually they stop laughing a little bit and they save it up. We save it up for things that are funny, but there's no need to save up your laughter. Best to use it right now, especially with all the things that are going on in life at the moment. I think having your laughter available to you so it can make you feel good is a great idea. So we're going to do this thing called gibberish, and it is nonsense talking. Talking in nonsense. If you struggle at all, just make sounds, blah, blah, blue, blue, gee, gee, ga, ga, goo. Just choose some sounds and repeat them so that your brain can't understand what you're saying. And this switches our brainwave pattern into a really relaxed sort of state so that it really helps you to switch off any sort of negative thinking. It's really quite extraordinary if you're worried about something. I was sharing earlier that I had this toothache during the week and I was so bothered about it. It was, oh, it could be this, it could be that. Like I catastrophized the whole thing. It turned out it was nothing serious at all when I got to the dentist. But I just couldn't stop thinking about all these terrible things that my tooth could be. And so I started gibberish. It wipes out the thoughts. It just stopped it straight away. And then I practiced gratitude. I'm so grateful that I have this. I'm so grateful for the air we breathe. I'm so grateful, anything you can be grateful for. So those two things together can really shift your mood. So practice some gibberish now. Any nonsense words are fine. Just give it a go. If anyone wants to unmute and share your gibberish, you're welcome. I think you should be able to unmute yourselves, but then I'll probably just mute you up again afterwards. But feel free if you want to share your gibberish. You can do slow gibberish. Blah, 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 gala, la, la, gila, di, gala, gala, gazoo. You can do fast gibberish. You can do sad gibberish. You can do happy gibberish. How's everyone going with their gibberish? Let me know in the chat whether is it easy? Is it tricky? Some people find it really easy. Some people find it almost impossible. So either is fine. Practice, it's really worth practicing. It's also very good for helping you go to sleep at night because sometimes you get into bed and you start worrying about things. Just start to talk to yourself in gibberish and you'll be out like a light. Laughter is also very good for relaxing and helping you sleep. So you'll find if you practice laughter regularly, you'll usually have very good sleep patterns. So a little bit more there. Oh, someone needs sleep. That's okay. You can catch up on the recording. Ha ha ha. Big breath in. And as you breathe out, ha. Good. A little bit more shaking. All right. Now, part of the power of laughter yoga is laughing for no reason at all. So I'm going to just lead us through a series of activities. It's like playful, childlike playfulness. And it is to get the laughter moving in the body so that we don't have a lot of time to think about it. We're just going to start laughing, moving to the next activity. So all you need to do is copy me and keep the laughter going as much as you can. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is a little bit more of the clapping. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. 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 Big breath in. And breathing out. Ha, 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 ha. Your best friend's just rung you on the phone. Imagine you're picking up your phone. They've told you something hilariously funny. So you're just going to get on the phone. Imagine that you're on the phone, make a little pretend phone with your fingers and start laughing at what they are telling you. It's the most hilarious thing. What happened? Oh my gosh. It's so funny. You let someone else listen. So imagine you're letting your friends, your imaginary friends around the room, let them listen. Now imagine that your laughter buddy has rung you. So this is a thing we do sometimes in our laughter groups where you can have a friend and you have an agreement to ring each other at a certain time every week. And as you call each other, you just start laughing without even talking. I used to have my friend Maya, my German friend. She used to ring me every Monday. And even if I was on the bus, whatever I was doing, I would pick up the phone and we would just laugh. So now we're going to do cell phone just laugh. Pick up the phone and it's just laugh. And then we hang up. And then we breathe. Ha 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 ha. One more breath. Ha 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 ha. Good. A little bit more shaking. Ha 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 ha. All right. Morning routine with laughter. Imagine you've just woken up in the morning and you're lying in bed, you know that you're going to get up and it's going to be a great day. You start with a little bit of optimism. I'm so grateful for this. I'm so lucky I've woken up today. I'm so grateful for anything. Have a little gratitude list that you can repeat every morning. It sets the tone. As you're doing that, even in bed, it's nice and warm in bed, right? It's winter here in Australia. So you can do a little bit of shaking in bed and you can just go ha 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 ha. Then you're going to eventually have to get out of the covers, right? So you get out and you put your feet on the floor, and as soon as your feet hit the floor, you do a little bit of stamping with ha 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 ha. So imagine, do it with me now as if you're just getting out of bed. If you're on your chair, just put your feet on the floor, ha 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 ha. A little bit of stamping, ha ha ha. Imagine the laughing and the smiling is coming up your legs. Ha 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 ha. And then while you're sitting there, you do a little breathing like this. So you breathe in, do this with me now. Holding the breath, holding. And as you breathe out, so breathing in again, holding, and breathing out. So you're sitting on the edge of the bed, you're breathing in. Holding, and you can stay sitting there, or you can stand up, is probably better, and you're breathing in, and then you're going to bend forward. So you're like this, you're breathing in. As you bend forward, you squish your diaphragm, which is great, and you let the laughing happen. Good. Now you're going to walk across to whatever your next thing is. You might go to the bathroom. You might use the bathroom. You can hop in the shower, turn on the taps with laughing. You might be washing your hair with laughter. So do all this with me. Just imagine that you're doing it. You might be drying yourself with a towel with laughter. So by now, you've had almost 5 or so minutes of laughing and the day's hardly started. You're going to have the best day ever. So then you're going to get dressed with laughter, however you want to get dressed today. Before that, you might be a have to turn on the coffee or tea person. So you might have gone to the kettle or the jug, however you call it, or the coffee machine. So whatever is your morning routine, you just do that now. Mine's always to put on the kettle to make tea. I have green tea. And so let's put on the kettle, the jug, and watch. I've got one of those glass ones. You can see the water boiling. So as it boils, I do Imagine you're like the boiling water. The laughter's coming up. Use your hands to imagine the water's coming up. And out again. Good. Now you might be needing a bit of breather now. So breathe in and breathing out again. Good. Well done, everybody. Now, if you're making tea, just pretend with me. Imagine you're making a cup of tea. If it's not for you, it might be for a friend. You've got a tea bag. I actually use loose leaf tea because I like it better. And I get my tea and I put it in the pot. But sometimes I have a tea bag depending on what sort of tea I'm drinking. So imagine you're dangling it in your cup. You've got your cup and you've got your tea bag. If you've got your coffee machine, what if you're frothing the milk? Imagine you're frothing milk on the coffee machine or with one of those little plunger things. All of this is with laughing. Now, big breath in and breathing out. Good. Now, let's do a little check-in and see how you are feeling from what has been done. What you are, sorry. Let's do a check-in and see how you're feeling. Remember, we checked in with that number between 0 and 10. So just closing your eyes for a moment and you're going to check in to see whether your number has changed. And if your number has changed, let me know in the chat if you would like to. You can tell us whether it's gone up, gone down, stayed the same. I better check in on my own number because I was checking the chat then. Oh, yes, mine's gone up. Because even though I teach laughter, I used to be a stressed out lawyer and I'm no longer in that field. I now run laughing and well-being sessions for organizations. You are welcome to invite me to your organization to do a laughter session with staff or with people who work with you, charities, banks, law firms, organizations of all types. I'm happy to come and to help them to laugh. You just need to book me in, obviously. And I've forgotten even why I was saying that. It was something to do with being a lawyer. Yeah, even though I was a stressed out lawyer, once I found laughter yoga, life became very, very different. Anyone's number changed at all? Feeling heaps more relaxed? Yeah, it's gone up to 7+. Yep. Ooh, someone's just joining us, but they're going to be very late because they have missed a whole lot of the laughing. And it's quite cumulative. So the more often you practice it, the more easy it will be to laugh without the mind starting to give you reasons to not do it. Because sometimes that monkey mind will start to tell us, this is silly, why are we doing this? Nothing's funny, I don't want to laugh. And that's all fine. That's simply a computer program. We all know what it's like to have a virus in the computer. So just imagine that that's like it's all right. It's just there to give you information and it's a very useful part of our human evolution, our human body and the way we work. It doesn't always help us when we want to start something new. So when you're starting a new habit, there'll often be a lot of pushback from the reptilian part of the brain that'll go, well, we didn't do this yesterday and we survived. So I don't know about all this laughter stuff. And it's fine. Just note it, just thank it and carry on laughing. And you will find over time that it really doesn't bother you anymore. Yes, someone else went from 7 to 9. Very good. All right, a little bit more laughing. Now, we might have friends who haven't been laughing too much, and we might want to send them some laughter. So let's get our own laughter activities up. So again, breathing in. Imagine you can gather up your laughter, and then you're going to send it out to people who might need a bit of laughter. All right. So this is our imagination, but they'll get the idea of it. Breathing in and send it out. Breathe it in and send it out in your imagination. One more time. Well done. Now I've got a ball of laughter here, and I'm going to laugh into it, and I'm going to throw it to all of you who are all there waiting to catch it. And you can catch it and imagine you're throwing it to someone else, either back to me or someone else who you can see there. So we're going to play a game of laughter, throw and catch. Laughter cricket, laughter basketball, I'm not sure. Let's gather it up. Oh, someone threw it back. Now I'm going to throw the laughter again. Oh, I've caught some. Imagine your favorite game. Did you play netball or cricket or anything when you were a child? Sometimes imagine that you've got that and it's now a laughter ball. You go, ah. Try it with the other hand. Ah. Oh, I caught it. And now a big breath in and breathing out. Well done, everybody. All right. Now, we got a message this morning that we would be doing some grounding to help anchor joy in our lives. So we'll do a little grounding exercise right now, and then we'll do some sweeping of our energy with laughter. As I mentioned before, as well as being a teacher of laughter and laughter yoga, I'm also an intuitive and a channel, a spiritual teacher and a healer. So I bring forth messages. There's one on my YouTube channel you can listen to get an idea. I do that privately as well. If anyone would like to have a channel message, if you have a question in your life, then I have a little package around that. But right now we're going to do some grounding and putting our, I was going to say, our feet in the earth. If it wasn't cold outside, you could put your feet on the earth. It's very good for letting out the electromagnetic radiation that's all around us. But right now we're going to imagine putting like tree roots into the ground. So imagine that you are like a tree. You might like to pay attention to Mother Earth. She's a living being, right? She feeds us, gives us oxygen. We live in an interactive cosmos. So thank her. Imagine that you're connecting in with the earth. And your body will start to get used to that. Just imagine that you're putting that breath down. And you can start sending a little bit of laughing tree roots down as well. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Laughing will help you. Ha 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 ha. See whether the tree roots grow down easier when you laugh. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh, mine have. Good, 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 good. It's also good to engage both sides of our body. You'll notice when we're doing these laughing activities, we're using both sides. So we're going to do a little bit of tapping up the left side of your body with your right hand, with laughing. Swap sides. Tapping on the head. Make sure you're not getting a double chin, but if you are, it's okay. We love and respect everything about our bodies. Ha ha ha. Tapping on the chest, down, tap down the legs. Ha 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 ha. Tapping down the legs, back up again. Tapping on the back. Ha 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 ha. Tap down the back of the body. Ha 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 ha. Down the back of the legs. Ha ha ha. And then one more big breath in. And breathing out. Wonderful. Now we're going to bring a little bit of energy work and we're going to sweep away our energy, sweep away any stress while we're practicing some laughing and we're connecting to the part of us that we can't see. So there's a whole energy field beyond. You can look it up on YouTube, look up pictures of the human energy field, the human aura. You'll see it all lit up. There's technology now that can read it, so we don't have to imagine that we don't have to think it's not there because it is there. So we're going to sweep it. Breathe in. Imagine that sunlight is coming in, and we're going to imagine that you're sweeping out anything out of your energy field that you don't need and ask it to be put down into the earth. Good. So we're going to breathe in. Ha 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 ha. Releasing. Ha 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 ha. 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 Good. It's a very good thing. It's part of healing works of different types to sweep our energy field. It's more fun doing it with laughing. So there's different modalities of healing, pranic healing, ignite your spirit therapy, and different ones that use our intention and light to sweep things out of our energy. The other way you can do it, which we'll do in our meditation shortly, is you can just breathe it out from the inside. So imagine that you're letting go of anything you don't need. All right. Now, if you have to do any chores at home, like sweeping, or you drop something and you need to pick it up, it's always good to add a bit of laughter to those chores and those activities. Maybe outside your house, you need to sweep away leaves. We had a lot of wind in our weather recently. So anything like that you need to do if you kind of think, oh, I don't want to do it, that thing. Maybe it's just me. Then sometimes if you do it with a bit of laughing, or again, practice a bit of gratitude before you do it. So right now we're going to pretend we're going to sweep the floor with laughter. So I might have to stand up for this one. So grab your broom and you're going to ha 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 ha. Maybe you're pushing it that way. Or maybe it's easier to get the vacuum. Maybe no one has brooms these days, only me. Grab your vacuum. Run around and vacuum your imaginary floor. I mean, your imaginary vacuum. Right. Oh, good. There's nothing like a good vacuum, really. Well done, everybody. All right. Now do another little check-in and see how you're feeling. We've had a little bit of movement there. Breathing in and breathing out. Very good. If anyone's number has changed or gone up, let me know. We're going to do a little bit of relaxation and meditation now, just to ground all the laughter. And remember that the ability to laugh without jokes, humor, or comedy is the essence of this particular way of laughing that I teach, which comes from the tradition of laughter yoga. So it was started by an Indian medical doctor in Mumbai in India in 1995 when he got together with some friends. They started laughing using jokes in a park in Mumbai in India. And they found after a few weeks that the jokes didn't make them laugh anymore. And he then developed a way of laughing without jokes, which he found created more sustained laughter. Because a joke requires you to think something's funny and to respond. Whereas if you engage your body in the very natural activity of laughing that has no cause, it's like we don't need a reason to breathe, where our breathing is automatic. And our laughter is also automatic when we're very young and when we're babies and children. And often it gets shut down for various reasons. Society tells us that we should only laugh if something's funny. And society tells us lots of things, and they can not always be true. and you can make your own decision. You can take charge of your own laughter, which is what I did when I was a serious lawyer a long time ago. And life's never been better. I can promise, as I was sharing earlier, I had a toothache really bad for a couple of days until I got to the dentist, and then they said there was nothing wrong. That's something to laugh about, right? Actually, that's not quite true. There's possibly a problem, but it wasn't nearly as serious as my imagination had made it. But I found that using deliberate laughter and optimism helped me so much. And when you build up the capacity to laugh, then it's there like a resource for you. So just like you can breathe in different rhythms and that calms your nervous system, engaging in your laughter gives you this tool that you can use. And I think the way that life is and the world is, different events and activities, being able to bring forth your own happiness and you being in charge of your mood is just so important. It's so empowering. You don't need to depend on other people to choose or to impact how you feel. You can have your own essence of joyfulness and happiness that you can be in charge of. So that's the power that comes when you practice laughter. And it does take practice because your body needs to remember that it doesn't need a reason to laugh, that there is simply the activity of laughing, which is a combination of breathing, sound, ha ha ha, and movement, ha 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 ha. That's all it is. It's breathing, sound, and movement, and you can do it anywhere, anytime. So right now we're going to do some relaxation. And if you're comfortable, just gently closing your eyes. If you are happy to be seated, then feel free to be seated. If you feel like you'd like to lie down and let your body relax, then go ahead. And moving the body a little bit until you're comfortable. And once you've got the body nice and comfortable, then telling your body that it's going to stay still for the next bit of time. So your body's just going to be nice and still. And so with the laughter activities that we've been doing, notice gently how you're breathing. And as you gently close your eyes, if that's comfortable, and having that comfortable position, sitting or lying down, you might take a moment to reflect on whether the laughing exercise and activities we did, were they easy for you? Were they difficult? Did you find yourself laughing a lot? And everything is perfect. If there's a moment when you felt yourself really having a joyful laugh, even if it felt a little bit fake, then just letting your body remember the feeling of a good laugh. And taking a moment to watch your breathing, just letting the breath move in and out through the body. And imagine that you can breathe down just with your imagination deep into Mother Earth. Just imagine the breath is going down deep, all the way down to the center of the earth. Imagine that you can breathe up golden energy from the earth. And that energy is coming all the way up through the feet, up through the body, all the way out the top of the head. And imagine you're sending that energy up to the highest place in the universe. way, way up past the stars, past the sky. Imagine the breath can keep on going up and up and up until you reach creator source. Feeling that beautiful energy up above. And imagine you can breathe that in down through the body. And let it come all the way down into the earth, all the way down through the body. And just gently resting in the chest area. Engaging our heart is very important to help expand our positive feelings. So imagine that you're gently resting inside the chest. You're aware of your heart breathing. It's breathing, helping you to breathe in and breathe out. And as you pay attention to the heart and you rest there, starting to repeat some thoughts of gratitude. Gratitude practice is so powerful. It really helps to shift our mood and our thinking. Anything you're grateful for, small or large. Whenever I can't think of what to be grateful for, I always start with I'm grateful that I'm breathing. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that I have somewhere to live. I'm grateful that I have a car. I'm grateful for technology. Grateful for food, whatever it is. Once you start, you'll find lots of things. Grateful for the chair I'm sitting on. And just continuing to let that gratitude continue to expand. And then just bring to mind any time in your life where you were having a really good laugh, where you had maybe you'd been with friends, wherever you were, just picture the scene or imagine it the way you imagine. Often there'll be one moment somewhere, usually it will be with other people, but it might not be. And imagine yourself the way the laughter was moving through the body, the sound. You might have had tears coming out of your eyes because you were laughing so much. You probably find yourself smiling right now at the memory. You might even start giggling at it. Your body will imagine that as real and will give you the good feelings when you simply imagine laughing. So that's how easy this is, right? We can take charge of our laughter, be empowered in your laughter, simply remembering it and laughing and smiling. On the days that you feel you can't laugh, simply smiling has also a profound effect. It brings forth endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. Your immune system will be boosted. You'll have a great capacity to help your body to get rid of any viruses or negative energies or anything. The cells that remove disease multiply and get stronger when you laugh. They've done research on that. So when you hear that laughing boosts your immune system, it boosts the T cells, it boosts It's really quite extraordinary. So when you start to do a bit of research on what laughter does, you'll find amazing research studies. There's just so many. If you do like to have your own particular practice that you want to just have access to, I do have a Stress Less, Laugh More online course that you do at your own pace, which you can purchase. The link is on my website, and you can get a special discount as a laughter group member. So I have put my website there, and we will just now come back out of our meditation because I've started talking about other things. So just starting to move a bit, open the eyes when you're ready. And we are getting towards the end of our time of our class. So if, as I say, if you would like to have your own on-demand laughter class, it goes through the benefits of laughing for your physical body, for your mental health, for your relationships, for your spiritual life. And there's practices and meditations and research studies and all sorts of things inside there. So it's really a wonderful resource. And if the link is on my website, I've put my website there, but if you are going to purchase it, if you put in special discount, I'm just going to write that in the chat, you will get a 30% discount off the course. And as I say, if you would like me to come and speak to a group, whether that's at a conference or in your organization or anywhere else that comes to mind in a service club, then you can reach out to me. You can message me through Meetup. I'm thinking most of you came there. I'll also put my email directly here. It's laugh, of course, at the Laughter Lawyer. .com. I'll also put my phone number. Hope that's not overwhelming you with too many ways to contact me. You can also come back to our next class. So as you know, these classes are once a month. The next one will be on the first Saturday of August. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And there's also one on the first Wednesday night as well, and they will appear also on Meetup. Has anyone got any questions? And I think they're all the main ways. laughathelaughterlawyer.com to contact me, and my website, laughterlawyer.com.au. And I hope everyone has had a lovely class, and I look forward to seeing you all again. If you have any questions, please feel free to stay and we can have a little bit of a chat.